Icewind Dale has me on edge. Our time up here hasn't been an easy one, and I'm seeing shadows everywhere. After meeting with Marta, Dahlia's supposed aunt, I find the story to be slightly off, which leads me and Grin down a rabbit hole of mistrust and suspicion. But for now, there's something we can do, and that's clear that mine of kobolds and get this town back to work. This should be an easy job, right? Well, let's find out in today's short quest, Long Rest.
As for Krellick and Felgrin outside, this harsh wind continues to blow in off the lake. And as you've kind of seen several people leave the east wind by now and kind of head off to their homes, it seems things are winding down for what you would take for night, maybe. Even though the aurora is still out, people just kind of making their own schedules. But you do hear the tramping of boots on snow and the squelch of half-frozen mud as a half-orc man with a cloak that is lined with fox fur comes around one of the houses, and seeing the dragon lying outside the east wind and the pair of people standing beside it, approaches with this very confident stride, plainly making a beeline for the pair of you.
He's just kind of eyeballing the fox fur with a distasteful look.
As he gets closer, you see that this half-orc has this very lean build. He's very tall. Not surprisingly, a lot of bulk on him. And as he approaches, he gives you this very kind of, warm smile as far as greetings in Icewind Dale go. You could see his two tusks poking up from his bottom lip a little. His gray skin illuminated by the torchlight as he reaches out a hand towards you, Krellick, to make introductions. Hi, Oris Masthew. I'd heard that there were some scrapping-looking types in town. I take it that's you?
Krellick just kind of side-eyeing him as he nods. Aye, that's probably us. Something you're looking for.
His fingers on his extended hand kind of flex a little, and then he drops his arm to his side, plainly accepting that you're not going to shake back. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be so... Yes, actually, yes, I am looking for something. I'm looking for some people who want money.
That'd probably be us.
Money to take care of a problem of this town's.
Krellick just kind of looks at Grin for a second, looks back at the man. What kind of problem?
Belgrid is oddly quiet.
Oh, we've had some unwanted intruders come and kick a lot of our hard-working citizens out of the mine there. And, a couple of them came from here to grab me at the Blue. And I thought I would come over and see if I could catch you before you left.
I suppose we could help, but the rest of the group's gonna have to agree on it. But I've got no problems with clearing out a mine.
Well, that's certainly, I'm grateful to hear that. We kind of depend on our gemstone quarry here, and not being able to get down there has been certainly rather bothersome.
Krellick just kind of nods. Being a dwarf, he definitely understands the importance. I understand what you're saying. Whatever they decide, but you got my vote.
Well, if you were a citizen, I would consider that. I mean, your vote's worth something regardless, but he kind of looks awkward and kind of tugs at the edge of his fox fur collar.
A brilliant orator.
Do some hunting?
Hunting, yeah.
He kind of gestures to the cloak.
Oh, this? No, I bought this. It's nice, isn't it?
He just kind of quirks a brow.
And he kind of looks pointedly at your own fur cloak.
Different fur. Anyway, politician?
Not by choice. I was chosen as speaker for this town. By the people's choice, actually.
He's the guy we were supposed to see at the clam.
Well, you said reward?
Yeah, for, ridding us of the kobolds down there.
Cared to go into detail?
Oh,
about the reward, not the kobold.
And he seems to pause for a moment and sizes you up. We have a militia for dealing with problems, but, for a couple of adventurers, 50 gold.
There are more than 2 of us.
Yes,
So-
and 50 gold split between 2 is still...
I think Krell's gonna look at Grin. Well, if this militia was so good, they wouldn't need us.
Just chuckle.
The pair of you, give me an insight check.
Oh, good. We're great at this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Sure.
I believe in you, Grin. Actually, I believe in you, Krellick. I think you're going to nail it this time. You have failed every single...
Wow.
Right, nat 20 right here.
Roll a 17 with a plus 1. Natty 1 for Krellick, which
I
is...
felt a tingle. I didn't know it was that.
Which
Yeah.
is just... It's on point, Krellick. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Proud of
This
myself.
man is some type of king.
I shall
Forgive me,
worship
sire.
him.
Yeah, it's like... This is
It's
Moradin
Moradin himself, yes.
Yep, there it is. Great minds, baby.
Anyway,
So, Krellick, he seems oddly, maybe not likable, though he does seem to be trying his best, but a trustworthy type. Felgrin, you're catching some hesitancy when it comes to mentioning the militia, and you can almost see regret behind those eyes of his, as if he regrets even mentioning them. Yes, well,
do you have a militia?
yeah, we do. 50 men strong here to defend Termalaine.
He's just staring at him.
We do.
Raises his brows. Okay. Are they well trained?
Well, as well trained as they can be out here. Why this line of questioning?
Curiosity? He just holds his hands up. That's all. I meant no offense. Listen, we may be able to take care of this problem. Maybe. And if we do, we will seek you out. Is that agreeable?
Yeah, of course. And though I can only offer, 50 gold out of pocket, should you decide to maybe pick up a few things while you're down there, we're always harvesting, so...
What people don't know doesn't hurt them. Pocket a few gems.
He doesn't speak his agreement out loud with you, but you do catch this very, very sly look. Oh, I gotta, keep the people happy, and if I'm able to, put that gold to use elsewhere.
He just kind of nods. Well, it was nice meeting you.
And shoos him away.
No, he's being polite. Ish.
Yeah. A pleasure to meet you, too.
He just kind of nods. Mm-hmm.
Kind of stands there for a moment, and then looks between you and Krellick and back again.
He just kind of raises his brows.
And then walks away, sort of subconsciously touching his fox-furred collar there as he goes, for trudging out of sight between the houses.
I think Krellick's gonna look at Grin. There could be a lot of money in this.
In the mine?
Who knows what kind of shiny stuff's down there.
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Or it could have shite. Who knows?
Why don't I, go check on them, You okay out here?
Yeah, go check.
Good. He'll, stand up and head inside.
Once Once you're alone outside with Miri, Krellick, she kind of surreptitiously glances up the street and then looks to where Felgrin, disappeared into the building. And then looks directly at you.
I've always been really curious about the thing that you do with that pipe.
What about it?
If you teach my daughter to smoke, I will fucking kill you.
Do you want some?
Do it. Do it.
all the cool dragons are doing it.
I mean, it has this very, very distinctive smell, and, I only ever catch, a whiff of it. But you always seem to, really like it.
It calms my nerves. It's a nasty habit to start, but it keeps me calm.
Oh, well, I'm okay at staying calm.
That's about all it does.
She doesn't seem to really have anything else to add like that, and almost seems a little thwarted by your reckoning.
You sure you don't want to go out inside and get out of the wind? I can go to the other side of the building.
We gotta get used to the cold somehow.
Well, I'm already used to it.
Well, that would be nice, but got to build it up.
You wanna snuggle?
And she kind of lifts a wing and offers her side where Tavini was previously in Felgrin.
Curly's got more beef on him, but he'll slide in.
Okay.
Alright, it sounds good. It's better than this wind.
And she, lets her wing sort of fall over you and tent you. Certainly warmer under the shelter of her wing without the wind beating on you directly.
Hey, this is much better.
Yeah, you're kind of pokey in the wing joint there, but
Oh, I sorry about that. I kind of little metally.
Little metally.
Certainly more so than Felgrin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. One by one, I'm knocking them down, getting all the cuddles.
Yep.
There you go.
So anyway, Felgrin, as you head inside, you see Marta standing over a table with Rian, sort of discussing things with this very burly-looking woman with rough hands, looking a lot like the other miners that have been in and out of here, who seems to be listening to the pair of them very intently. What are you doing?
He'll approach. Well, he says from behind them.
Like, oh, Felgrin. Okay, well, turns out the father's not exactly sick. He is bedridden. And we're working on possibly concocting him a leg. Tavini's going to be working on it. She's taking some measurements now.
He raises his brows.
Hey, apparently she can, she's going to craft him. Like I guess like a peg leg? I'm not 100% sure how much it goes, but yeah, so right now me and Marta here are looking for trying to acquire some resources for her to craft it.
Resources?
Metal, wood, stuff like that.
Metal's hard to come by here?
Not so much hard to come by, but we're not exactly a metal mine, so we have to ship everything in. You're gonna need to be working with scrap, as we don't have a resident blacksmith. Tools that have worn down. So it's gonna take me a bit to gather those up.
I think it just so happens that Felgrin has some ill-gotten metal.
2 iron ingots. I totally forgot about that.
He's going to... Well, I guess we're in luck. And he'll reach into his bag and pull out 2 iron ingots.
I think as soon as you produce him, Rian looks at him and immediately is like, "Where did you get?" And then it dawns on him.
Found them, this and here and there.
He doesn't say anything, but he's just like, okay. That's it. That's all he says.
He just kind of holds them up. I assume these will work?
Yeah, I don't know your needs, so whoever's doing this job would be the person to ask, but...
Well, point me to the little one, Rian.
Oh, yeah, they're, he kind of points to the back room. He's like, they're just down that hallway. It goes underground a little bit, comes back up at the end of the hallway.
Well,
And before he goes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's gonna kind of lean into him, and he's like, "Hey, I don't." He's like talking under his breath so no one else can hear him. He's like, "Hey, if you get a chance, ask Cal about that little song she keeps singing. That's got like legend written all over it."
Okay, can do.
Yep. And then he'll go back, like, "Yep, just down the hall, and go away, and down around the corner."
Mm-hmm. Metal's covered.
All right.
I should have mentioned the ring. Shit.
So, Felgrin, as you duck down into this tunnel and back up the other side, you enter a 10 by 10 room that is starting to feel a little crowded as Dreamer, stands to one side, helping where he can, though it seems like his helping is standing there with a leg extended for Tavini to measure. Which actually, would Dreamer still be standing there with leg extended, or would he let it drop to his side once, or let it drop once Tavini had finished her measurements?
I don't know how long it's gonna take her, so Dreamer still has his foot out.
That's awesome. If she never told him to put it down, he still got it up.
For her convenience. Yeah, you see Dreamer standing there with one leg extended still. Tavini has, started working in her sketch pad. She's making measurements. And you see a dark-haired, mustachioed man with this very powerful build and small, curved scars on his forearms and his hands and, a couple on his cheeks. Sitting in a bed. Short, half a leg, but otherwise kind of cheerful as he's got his hands on his knees and is leaning over to watch Tavini work.
I wasn't certain he existed. Hello?
Sorry, you, what was that?
Nothing, it's not important. Felgrin, hi. These are my companions. We are a unit.
Oh,
as
it's
it
a
were.
pleasure to meet you, Felgrin High. I've never met someone named that.
Well,
Jesus.
he just smiles. I get that a lot.
So it's a heck of a mouthful, Felgrin High.
Very funny.
Gives us a broad grin.
Looks like you didn't lose your sense of humor. He just kind of nods to the leg.
Yeah, no, I seem to have condensed it. And he pats the end of his knee.
You've got a leg up on the competition.
I love and hate this so much all at the same time.
If Dreamer had a soul, it leaves his body.
Nice. I'm not long for this world anymore.
Well, I heard some metal was needed, and they'll kind of clink the ingots together to get Tavini's attention.
Ooh!
Right?
Put them on the floor there, please.
Mm-hmm.
And she points
We
to
will.
like the middle of the room where it's just like empty.
I tried to sell them earlier, and they weren't worth anything.
How much?
Figure they're marginally more useful to you.
How much are they worth?
Not enough.
It was like silver, right? It was like 5 silver or something like that.
But you're not paying me for them. So why don't we just nip that in the bud?
No, it is the worth of the items have an impact on this ritual.
Well, they're worth whatever ingots of iron are worth. I don't remember. It was insignificant.
Tavini would probably know what they're worth.
She'd probably know.
Yeah, let me pull it back up here. Let's see, that is from Bryn Shander, Foaming Mugs. Let's see. Each ingot is worth 5 silver pieces to a blacksmith.
I was gonna say, I knew it was something really low like
So
that.
altogether, you have a gold worth of metal there.
Yep. Okay.
And you
Oh, good.
need 50 to do your work, or?
The thing can be worth up to 100 gold.
Ah,
The
okay.
item.
Oh, that's right. It's not a minimum. It's a maximum. That's right.
Yeah. But minimum in terms of making a leg, I would say it's a couple of gold at least to make a leg that has like even basic function of moving a foot. Like not just a peg leg, but a foot like Dreamers, where it, like if you stand on an angle, the foot moves to support you at that angle.
Yeah, articulation.
It would have. You'd be able to craft something with articulation.
Basic articulation, I think, because it doesn't say how complex.
I got a
it
shitty
can
old
be.
shield you can have. That's got to be worth a couple gold.
Yeah. But you wouldn't be able to craft, for example, they actually do have prosthetic magic item now.
Oh, yeah, I saw
yeah.
that.
You guys don't quite know how to enchant, so yeah.
It's Tasha's thing, isn't it, that they added?
It is.
Yep, I really like that. That was a cool concept and addition.
Yeah. So it's just going to be like a very simple leg, not like a full prosthetic
Yeah.
like you can get as a magic item. That is something that she is going to probably work on now that she's seen a use for it, a need for it.
I like it. I love
See a
it.
need, fill a need.
That's
Help a knee.
yeah.
Boom.
That's it for me. Well, nice meeting you.
Pleasure.
Don't get up.
Thank you.
Yes. And then
it.
he just kind of grins a little and walks out.
Wait, that's your name.
Whoa!
Wow, it's almost like that was planned. You don't say.
Wait, he grins a lot, and his name is Grin.
His name is Felgrin.
Oh my god, that's good.
Wow. You figured it out.
It only took me 30, what did this be, like 37, 38, 40 episodes, something like that.
Yes. But he does leave. He'll let Tavidi and Dreamer do what they do.
Alrighty. And Tavini and Dreamer. It's gonna take a bit to get you guys the rest of the materials you need. Back out in the common room, Beatrice has finished her mug and has sort of placed it into Marta's waiting hand and has pushed herself back so she can stand. I'm gonna be having to ask around town for any scrap people are willing to get rid of, tools that they're not making use of. Most of that would be in the mine, but I'm sure that there's bits and odds and ends around town. It might take a few days depending on your needs.
Well, sounds more and more like we're going to be heading into those mines. So, perhaps we'll go pick up our own tools and items.
Into the mines, or, if you want to head up to Lonelywood and then double back, it would probably take you a day or two up there, so.
Well,
I know I've mentioned the mine a lot, and I want you guys to know I am not trying to railroad you there.
I
It's
wouldn't
just
have dreamt it.
a coincidence that, this is something that these people are talking a lot about here. That is
Well, we're in that part of
yeah,
town.
we're in their town, and that's what they need, so it makes
Yes.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
But we've kind of committed ourselves to helping these people. It'd be really shitty to be like,
Well,
oh yeah,
off to
by
the
the way,
woods.
yeah, we're gonna head north. We'll be back in like a week.
Well, that's why
then-
that's why I'm providing the alternative of give me a couple days and I could scrap together some stuff, or you guys can.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
This is the DM unto my players.
I appreciate that. Nah, we're good. I think we can handle this mine thing. I mean, hitting shit up as we go is kind of what we do. So, so unless anybody's got an aversion to heading into
No,
that
I
mine.
want to go to the woods, but no.
Oh, that's next. I'll say we'll be there. We'll get there, bud. Don't you worry.
Don't lie to me.
No, I want you to go to the woods. If we could get some fucking straight up Felgrin wood play. That's what
Yeah, it is.
You pervert.
It's 2021, it's
I
not
would
weird
take that.
anymore.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
His
Don't
charisma's
shame me.
19, I can't blame you.
What? You have a 19 charisma?
Yes, sir.
How the hell do you have a 19 charisma already?
I started with 18.
Oh, that'll do it. Shit, dang, man.
Then took Fey Touched.
Oh, that's right. Holy shit, dude. I'd say I
Yeah.
only got 16.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. I'm much more charming.
You're like 1 + 1 more charming.
Way
Let's not
more,
get
bro.
crazy.
Like, way more. Like, so much more.
Anyways, but
I'm also extraordinarily humble.
Yep, it's true. The humblest of them all.
Anyway.
But yeah. The only other thing I could think of is, and we can do it on the way to the mine once we get everybody back together. But is I'd like to talk to Cal about that ring, the ring and the song and the story. Like that just has like few like legend of
Hidden Temple.
Fuck it. Yeah, Legend of the Hidden Temple, Olmec. Find out if Olmec is up here. Is it Olmec?
It does seem like one of those old wives' tales.
Exactly. Like, I know it supposedly just happened to what's-her-name, but, like, the whole, like, the winds blew in and beat the hell out of the woman out of nowhere and then, like, beat up the people and then chased the woman back out. Like, all that seems like
Like
yeah,
a
some
regular
type of,
occurrence here?
not a regular occurrence, but like something that would have been foretold in legend that maybe a dragon that's been around for a few thousand years might know about. But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I think he'll after that, Rian would kind of try to gather everybody up and essentially, yeah, try to usher us towards the mine. These people have a need, and we need to gather materials, and the quickest way to seem to do it is we head into that mine. Anyways, we can make ourselves some money in the process.
No. I'm kidding.
The same man that took us up the mountain is the one that's like, no, I don't want to go to mine.
He's like, I want to go up, not down.
Yeah, what is this? There's none of this down shit. I want to go look at another
Baby,
Aurora.
what up?
Baby want up.
So are we,
Like
we are
Clay.
together, or everybody?
I mean, I was calling for everybody to get I was like, that was just kind of not hand waving, but like as if Rian was going around gathering people up, because we're all not that far from each other. It's like,
Yeah.
there's only Dreamer and Tavini in that back room. He could run in there real fast, snag them, and then come out and meet the rest of us out front.
Yeah, and there's not much Tavini can do without the metal.
Yeah, need the material.
She can replace the metal with coin, but
I assume the
it would be
ingots aren't
expensive.
enough for the whole project.
No, it needed to be, what'd you say, 2 golds worth or something like that?
For a leg, probably looking at about 10 gold's worth.
Oh,
Okay, so 10 gold. So,
Okay.
yeah, those were only 1 gold worth, so. But that's still good. I mean, it's still helpful, so.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Is Marta with us?
Yeah, Marta is still there in the common room as Beatrice has sort of pushed herself up and is heading for the door.
Does he see the ring?
Yes, he does. I will allow that since you're actively looking for it and someone else has identified it, then yeah.
As soon as he sees it, he will go to grab her hand. Not aggressively, just like to get a closer look. That is beautiful.
Thanks?
And he looks genuinely curious. What? Where did you get something like this? A family heirloom, maybe?
I mean, not a very old heirloom. It's from my grandparents.
He just kind of nods and lets her hand go. Well, it's very fetching.
Thanks. It it actually keeps me warm up here, so it's nice.
Interesting. Perhaps there's more than meets the eye.
Yeah,
Like a transformer.
It's a bit of magic.
Well, a bit is better than none, I always say.
And a bit that keeps the cold away.
Precisely.
Sometimes we really need it. It's what took my, And she kind of stops herself and bites on her bottom lip.
He'll kind of offer a reassuring smile and a pat her on the shoulder. Anyway, I should probably fill Krellick in, huh?
Yeah,
If we're...
I don't know what a Krellick, who?
He kind of, she's addressing everybody else at that point.
Oh, okay.
He just kind of looks away and talks to Rian and Davini. And if we're going to do this, he needs to know, as he takes most of my punches, so he's important.
Well, let's step outside, get everybody rounded up, and...
Don't tell him I said that.
I won't. Of course not. I would never. I'm totally going to tell him.
Where is the mine?
Oh, if you head north along the houses, you'll come across a road. You follow it east. It's there in the hills a little.
Ah,
it's just
yes.
outside town.
Oh, that's a good idea. I
Okay.
didn't even think to ask where the hell it was. We'd been walking around outside for the next hour or so.
Just hoping we'd see a hole in the ground.
I just assumed it would be easy to find. I figured there'd be a big sign just pointing, like, mine this way. And, like, big Comic Sans letters.
Yeah, neon
They have
lights.
that in Faerun. Comic Sans.
Hey, I didn't use Comic Sans font.
I'm kidding.
This is a professional outfit. I use Cambria.
Excuse me, it's Signica?
Oh, I was thinking
Nice.
it was papyrus.
Wingdings.
Oh, nice. Wingdings. What are all of our conversations
You want me to
look
make
like
all my
over on the
signs
right?
wingdings? I
No,
can.
I do not. No.
No.
No, it already does that when you don't have someone selected because it doesn't
Papyrus.
translate it.
Oh yeah, polyglot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there a couple of you, all of you who were inside come tramping out into the snow, and you only see Miri there curled up in the dirty snow outside the east side.
Did you eat him?
Yeah, I swallowed him whole. I needed to test it, because if I can eat him, I can eat you.
Felgren's eyes go a little wide.
Big Krullik's trying not to laugh.
And then he narrows his eyes as if he's not sure if he believes it.
Roll an insight check. Rian, if you could roll a deception check for Miri.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got a decent one, maybe. Huh?
I'll say she's actually really, or not really good, but she's pretty good at fucking.
Nope.
She got a +2. Thought she had more.
Yeah, Miri just cannot help herself, and she starts laughing a little and lifts her wing to reveal Krellik rather enjoying himself in the warmth of her shade.
All bark, no bite.
Hey,
My-
you better watch out.
no.
Her bite's gonna get big.
Hey, I respect it.
I think Krullik will get up off the ground now. So what are we doing?
Yeah, we're taking you home there, Krellik.
That's a long way away.
Nah, we're going into the mine.
Oh, okay.
It was a dwarf joke, get it?
Sure.
Oh yes,
Whatever you
let's just
say.
lump an entire race of people into one category.
Aye.
It's very nice of you. Very, very nice of you, Rian.
You know what? I'm not letting you turn this shit around on me and playing this shit on me this time. Let's just fucking go.
It's not
Aye,
my fault
let's
if
go.
you happen to reveal your true self
Da
every now
da
and
da.
then.
He starts like making his hand do like a talking thing as he just walks away. It's like, come on, Mary.
Honestly,
Anytime you want to start eating him, it's perfectly
this
fine.
isn't the old ages, Rian. People have progressed. And he just keeps going.
as we're walking away.
He's
Anytime,
following
Mary.
right behind you. Just like,
Anytime you want to eat him. It's okay. I know I tell you not to eat people.
the dwarves are
Him.
a proud, honest people.
Hearing compliments from Grin about his race, it's kind of making
Yeah, I was
Krullik
like, he's made
uncomfortable.
so many dwarf comments throughout this entire fucking campaign about their. What was the one he said in the fucking thing? Like they're known for their stench, not their intelligence, or some shit like that. And like,
That is a slanderous lie.
well, luckily it's fucking recorded, and I just edited that episode. But
Oh man.
But yes, he's just gonna keep going on like that until
Yeah.
eventually you elbow him in the gut and then he'll stop.
yeah, and say cup check him or something like that along the way.
So y'all walk about 5 or so minutes out of town eastward before you start to see the first signs of the mine entrance. It is a low cave with a sort of tarp stretched across the entrance, and there are a couple of large crates that are dusted with snow on either side. A cart, sort of smaller one that, somebody could pull on their own, lies abandoned to one side. The entirety of it just heaped with snow. There is no sign of any footsteps in the snow outside, though it has been falling rather regularly, and they would have covered any tracks. What is the marching order as you head in?
I'm gonna cast Dark Vision and go in
Determined
first.
I would say Krellik's
really?
got
Oh, damn.
no problem going in first.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Rian's gotta be pretty far ahead because he is just trying to get as far away from Grid as possible. As
he's kept
pulling
pace.
this fucking-
he's kept pace. He's behind you.
I guess Tavini's taking up the rear.
Honestly, shame on you.
Well, if
Shame.
he's that far ahead, I think Krellik would take up the rear just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. He is behind Reed, but he's not going on anymore.
Rian casts Expeditious Retreat to shoot ahead.
Eventually he just kind of peters out.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he's, gotten his kicks, he'll stop.
Alrighty, then let me take you all to the mine. So, you guys descend 60 feet down a narrow stairway into the darkness. Tavini's lamp illuminating the space, throwing out light into what appears to be a bunch of narrow tunnels off of the first chamber you find yourselves in. On racks along either wall in this first room hang tools, many of them worn, most of them in good enough repair to continue working. There is a great deal of rock dust and tracks in the dirt at your feet.
Is there a good pick, or at least a decent pick?
Yeah, even just at a glance, you could see that some of them, there are a couple that haven't seen much use.
Sweet. I think Rian's gonna snag it.
I think Krellik will grab one too.
Yeah, he's like, this would have been much easier getting that goddamn armor out of that ice had we had one of these sons of bitches. And I think he just takes it and hooks it onto his pack.
I'm just thinking if we see something shiny in the wall.
That too, absolutely.
Alrighty. Then, if somebody wants to roll me a survival check to see if they can, work out which direction these tracks are going, congregating.
Not it.
Dreamer.
Yeah, I imagine I was taking point anyway, so...
Yup. Perception and survival, that's all you, baby.
Well, 6.
Not today.
You were supposed to be the nature
tracks,
boy.
The tracks beneath you are just
You
kind
are
of
the chosen
kind of a jumble. Hard to tell exactly where they're most concentrated. They seem to, fan out down all these tunnels. So wherever these kobolds are down here, you have no inkling of where they might be heading most. There are a couple of other tracks here, a pair of them that you're unable to identify.
Well, I can't make out anything here. We could go any direction.
Oh, well. I mean, we came down here to look for material anyway, so I guess it doesn't hurt that we're gonna explore a little bit. I don't know. What you guys thinking?
Left?
Left sounds good to me.
He just blurts out a direction.
Yeah. Which by left, I'm assuming mean the one right in front of you, right? Because we'd be looking down
Yes.
as we come in. Okay, just making sure.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why he says it, because he's standing right in front of it.
Are you taking point then?
Hell no.
Rian will.
Have fun.
I'll go behind Rian.
There you go.
Alright,
That's
Rian,
better.
as you proceed, the floor in the east end of this dusty cave is 5 feet higher than in the west end, with a rocky ridge separating the two areas, except for slopes on either side. Picks and shovels lean against the ridge. You can see small gem deposits in the ridge and the walls of this cave And they all gleam very seductively in the increasing light from Tavini's lantern as she follows.
It's funny. You said Rocky Ridge, which sounds close to Rocky Road, and it made me hungry. That's how much of a fat ass I am.
So this room here,
It just has to be close.
Yep. I thought of Rocky Road too, but it wasn't for that. It didn't make me hungry. I just was thinking about making a joke about like being like,
I'm sorry.
that sounds like if we froze some cream or something. It'd be a great name for it. I don't know why.
And in your lantern light, Tavini, you can see faint gem deposits in the stonework all around in this room.
I love that lantern just changes colors all the time.
Hmm.
Actually, does it? Is it changing? Or am I just imagining it?
No.
It changed.
Well, yeah.
She
I
can
don't normally
change
does.
it.
It didn't
You're
look like it
insane.
That's a possibility.
It's
Gone mad.
changing. He's like, well, lots of shinies in the wall.
Hey, it's very good. Don't want to make. He's kind of like trying to keep it down a little bit. He's like, I don't want to make too much noise, but it's like when we come back through here, maybe we can dig something out for ourselves.
This is something to remember
Hey,
for later.
Yeah. I will say, if you guys spend... I have a roll table for what you find.
Ooh.
And if you spend an hour chipping away at the rock here, you can roll to see what you discover.
consider
Rock
that
and
shit
roll.
done, but not yet.
So yes, there is the potential to make quite a bit of money here if you're willing to work.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I think when Rin gets here, you can kind of see down to that staircase down there, like to the south.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, that looks like the staircase I could see back in the main room. This just wraps itself right back around. At least it seems that way.
Hey, Josie, quick thing.
Uh-huh.
I did cast Dark Vision on myself.
Oh yeah, let me fix that. You have 60 feet of dim.
Okay, I was just like walking.
60 or 30?
60.
And a whole head full of dim.
Alright.
What? Pretty sure Dreamer's smarter than Felgren, so...
He absolutely is.
Yeah.
But as you head further south, you can hear to your east the rush of an underground river. As well as Dreamer, you can pick up a faint squeaking from the tunnel to the east.
Squeaking like an animal squeaking, or like...
Roll me a nature check.
I'm going to say yes on the end.
Only a 9.
I mean, it's certainly animalistic. I'll at least give you that. Not able to identify what it might be.
I'll tap Marian on the shoulder. I hear an animal or something up ahead.
Hey, you think we should check that out first, or should we go the other way? It seems like it opens up this way a little more back over there.
Let's check it out, but let's be careful.
Okay, no problem. So he'll move up slowly and kind of stealthily.
All right, roll me stealth.
Here's my stealth.
And are the others behind you being stealthy?
Probably.
Seeing them kind of
Fuck.
ducking low a bit, Tavini will try.
I rolled a 10.
And she'll hold up like a finger to Krellick behind her, like, shh.
To Krellick,
Oh,
but
crap.
how about you don't come here, bud?
Chunk, chunk, chunk.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Nice.
Hey, not bad. Matched us even with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Come on, Krellick.
Dreamer?
I mean,
Crowley?
we're probably generally failing this group stealth check.
Dreamer.
Oh, yeah.
Dreamer rolled a-
Oh, net 20. Oh, 20.
Oh, wait, that's not without.
That's Mary's stealth.
Yeah, you got to do. Oh, that's Miri. Thank you.
So, do I do disadvantage too?
You do disadvantage.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, you do.
Because you're in.
7.
Hey, that's
Okay.
not bad.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been way worse for disadvantage.
Yeah, so Rian, as you go creeping on ahead and poke your head into that cavern, you can make out faintly the shape of a halfling-sized rat crouched there at the edge of this, rushing underground river. Seems to be busy drinking. But as it's drinking, you hear a squeak. and there's a snuffling, shuffling sound from just around the corner where you are, and it sounds like it's coming closer. And you start to see from around the corner there a whiskered nose sniffing at the air, creeping closer in the dark towards the party. Doesn't seem to have spotted you yet.
It's your favorite. You love rats.
It'd be like as soon as he sees it, his teeth just grit and he starts pulling out his sword. It's like, you little son of a bitch.
You big son of a bitch.
Yeah.
What is it? And Dreamer will try to lean over Rian.
Yeah, he's like,
Dreamer,
"Rats."
as you lean
Giant
over,
rats.
you see this very, very large rat come, humbling around the corner, and it spots Rian, and its eyes gleam this very fierce red color in the dark as it bears those massive front incisors and gives this very menacing hiss, but doesn't attack. You can see this halfling-sized rat. Its hackles are standing up as it kind of hunches its shoulders, trying to make itself look bigger.
I'm going to grab Rian by the collar and just slowly pull him back.
I think Rian is like, he kind of resists for a second and then allows himself to be pulled. Like,
Let me at him.
He has a hatred for rats now. He's like, the only good rat is a dead rat. Climbing, putting their tails in your
are you
mouth.
gonna engage?
No, I'm letting Dreamer pull me back. No, I'll let Dreamer pull me back, just because it's just like, because there's no point in engaging. If it's not like trying to fight me, then it's like, he'll kind of turn to the group and be like, there are some enormous fucking rats in there, like the size of Tavini, maybe a little bigger.
So are we
Well.
supposed to clear them out too, or?
They told us kobolds. That's
they
not
said.
a kobold.
Huh?
As far as I'm concerned, I mean, if we got to go through there, looks like there was an underground river or something right through there. I could hear rushing water, and they were drinking at looked like some type
Well,
of.
why don't we see if that is the way we need, or if there's another way to go?
Aye, that's what I was thinking. We can
And
circle around the other way.
we
See
can
first.
come back, and maybe they'll be gone. That
Aye,
would be nice.
Good call. They were just getting a drink. Maybe they're just hitting the watering hole.
They just seem to want to scare you away.
Right.
Let's
But I wasn't scared. I
let
want
them-
you to know
Well,
that I wasn't scared.
Hey,
doesn't
we
matter.
believe you.
I wasn't. Don't you
It-
say that, but it doesn't sound like you
It
actually believe me. I
doesn't
wasn't scared.
No,
Scared
I
if
totally
you were
believe you.
scared. He just kind of,
Yeah.
he's smiling a little at the corner of his mouth. It's fine
I just want you guys to know
to admit.
that I,
Rian,
Rian Stormlight, was not scared.
everyone's
No.
scared of something. I mean,
Of
if you
course
were,
not.
it'd be fine.
But you're not.
No,
But I'm
no.
not. I'm
It's
not.
okay,
That's, it's
Rian,
cool.
you can admit it.
Shit. Mary,
Felgren will cover his
Yeah,
mouth.
Krullik can't help it. He's starting to giggle.
you're not too big to put over my knee. I mean, you are.
Oh, what's
but
that gonna do?
It's a stupid saying. Never
Don't
mind.
worry,
Don't worry
don't.
about
It's fine. Your daughter won't let the big bad rat get you. It's fine.
it. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, and I'm not scared.
And it
Real-
will be okay.
real quick.
If you
Miri kind of
were.
leans over to Krellik.
I think he's scared.
Oh, I think so too.
I am not.
I'm not scared. Uh,
So, as you enter this room, Rian, you can see in the gray scale of your dark vision that there are benches and tables set up as workspaces where the miners can clean any gemstones they find. Gravel and pebbles are strewn all across the ground, and scattered across the floor are a few hammers, picks, and broken lanterns.
Looks like this was a workshop of some sorts, but I guess he'll take a quick look around and see if there's any cursory, like, anything worth any money. But
Yeah, anyone who wants to search the room can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
might as well.
Oh, Tavini's definitely interested.
12.
Oh yeah, that's 19.
19! Critical!
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nat 20, but -1.
Yeah!
Oh, Miri got it at 22.
Of course, then the fucking dragon gets a nat
Yep.
20.
Hell yeah.
Shinies! She's like a ferret.
I love how big she is now. She's a fucking full-size fucking square now.
Krellick and Miri, both of them, as y'all are searching different tables and the like, fixate on something that seems to have fallen into the shadow of one of the low tables. And as Krellick goes over to kind of, bend down and reach down there and pull it out, Miri's tail snakes in around the backside of it and scoops it, coincidentally, into his hand.
Ah, nice.
And Krellick, you find yourself standing up with a small figurine of a dog carved out of rock, with 2 pebble-sized tourmalines, the gemstones for eyes.
Just kind of staring at it like, why is it there?
Make me a history check.
Uh-oh. Another thing he's super awesome at.
I would say with advantage for you based on, certain elements of your background. Or
18.
Okay. So being familiar with what it's like to be a craftsman, and, sometimes you have found yourself, even when you're not at the forge, planning in your mind different projects you want to do, or even just like fiddling with, small metal bits that you have lying about and being like, oh, if I put them together like this, what can I do? This piece kind of has that same feel, where it's almost like either somebody was using it as either a blueprint for something, or more likely, maybe even just carving on their break. Like, oh, I'm gonna make this cute little thing. It doesn't reek of true craftsmanship like somebody that was gonna sell it. More like, oh, this is my hobby.
Okay, so it's just like a prototype model kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I guess I don't know. I think he'll just put it back on the table, because it really can't be worth much.
Did Rian see him?
Good
Put on the
question.
Yeah, Rian. Yeah, he's fairly obvious with it when he puts it on the table. This cute little stone figurine of a dog, very rough hewn, with 2 little gemstones for eyes.
I think him and Miri, because Miri already had, obviously, an interest in it, so he'll walk over, too, and kind of just pick it up and look it over, and try to get a feel for it. Anything special?
Yeah, the pair of you, with your draconic eye for value, gauge it to be worth about 10 gold.
Anything magical about it?
Not a damn thing.
Ah, damn. Okay. I was like, that'd be cool. I don't know what it is, but that'd be cool.
And Krellick just figures they're going to get a lot of gems on the way out, so...
Hey. Be like, this is interesting. This is nice. It's probably worth about 10 gold. Say, if no one's, does anybody else want it? Kind of like holds it up. Anyone? Miri, you seemed interested in it.
I just figured it was someone's work. They might be wanting to use it later.
Yeah.
Miri looks at it, and she kind of looks at from it to your sword, to Dreamer's shield, to Krellick's shield and hammer. No, I think I'm good.
Hey, nah, no military background to it,
Shakes her head.
But, yeah, understood. Okay. He's like, I think he'll just put it in his bag. He's like, well, say if anything, we can sell it for later. And as far as it being someone else's, well, yeah, sure it was. Not anymore.
Felger nods in approval.
Someone's rubbing off on
Alright.
somebody.
Consider it payment for
Hey,
clearing
So-
out
Oh, yeah, by
their
the way,
place
did-
of work.
did Felgren ever even tell everybody about the fact that they're gonna, or Krellick and Felgren, about the pay for this job?
They
I don't think
didn't.
that was ever discussed.
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
I-
Yeah, as
Whether-
far as he's
whether
concerned, then
Krellick-
he's doing this pro bono then, so it's like, oh, we're
Whether-
making some money off this.
Whether Krellick does or not is up to Adam.
Well, Krellick mentioned about them taking shinies out of the wall, but he didn't tell them that was payment.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So yeah, as far as Rian's is concerned, yeah, this is pro bono work, and things down here are payment. Like we're all about doing the right thing and helping people out, but as far as he's concerned, there's a lot of finders keepers as far as this shit goes, because they got to fund a lot of excursions up here if they're going to be doing what they do.
Dreamer, are you okay going ahead? Alrighty.
Yep, Rian's behind him.
Are there any rusty tools or metals in this room? Anything that she can stuff in her pack?
There's a pair of broken lanterns on the floor where the glass has been kind of smashed out. Looks like they were tossed aside in a hurry. Perhaps when the kobolds first invaded.
And they've got metal on them?
They've got some metal in them. Not a lot.
Yep, so she'll grab those. And
Alrighty.
put them in her pack.
Start a collection.
Anything, like, from now on, she's, like, just looking for anything rusty. Any broken or rusty metal things that people won't miss. Like, she's not looking to steal good tools, she's looking for the tools that nobody wants because they can't be used anymore.
Alrighty. I'll say in this workspace, since you guys investigated and 2 of you got nat 20s, that you find half as many worn tools as you need to complete a leg.
Ooh.
So if we said that you were at about 10 gold, you find about 5 gold worth of, not quite scrap metal, but passable for your upcoming project.
Cool.
So with the ingots that Felgren provided, you're at 6 out of 10 for what you need.
Hooray!
Well, as you head further south, that same rushing river sound catches your ears and grows louder till it's almost this rumble, almost like dull thunder. And you can see in your dark vision that there's a wooden scaffolding that clings to the southern side of this chamber. And out in front of you, beyond that scaffolding, is empty space that just plummets straight down into darkness. Directly across from you is a waterfall that spews over the side here and tumbles down into that darkness, presumably where that river lets out.
He inches forward, tests the scaffolding with his foot.
Yeah, seems solid.
Peeks his head down, or, not down, but peeks over the edge.
Okay, peeking over with your passive perception,
Nice.
You see below you, directly under the platform, are a pair of kobolds with saws currently working on the struts, trying to sabotage
That is
the
awesome.
platform.
Those little shitheads.
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable.
They don't seem to have noticed you above them over the sound of the waterfall, and you just hear their little grunts and
Could I thorn whip one just to me and just grab them?
You certainly can. You could tell based on looking down that it would probably take them a full day to weaken to weaken this platform enough that it would be dangerous. Right now, it's solid. They've only just started this work. But yeah, it's currently 10 feet below you, and if you want to, you can try and thorn whip one up to you.
That's great, because thorn whip pulls them 10 feet closer. So it's I want to thorn whip and then just pull them right into my hand.
All right. Roll me an attack roll with advantage because they're not aware that you're there yet.
25.
25 definitely connects.
Nice. Fuck yes.
Roll me some damage
I'm
for
not
that.
trying to kill them, but oh god.
Oh, I am. Max. No. Max damage. 2 6s.
Max damage. Yeah, these are hardier kobolds than normal. Not that hardy.
Yeah.
So I just thorn whip.
You pull a dead body to yourself.
Well, hold on. Because, you know what? Their XP is 2d6 plus 2, so let's see what we got here.
What have you done?
You just snap Francis in half.
Francis.
So, as you whip one of them, the thorn whip garrotes this small kobold who's just like clinging to the scaffolding with his small saw, like, and hauling him up hand over hand. You can see as you bring him up to your level that the thorns have just pierced his throat, and he's already dead. And you hear from below a voice yelling in Draconic. Rian, you can understand Draconic, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. And you hear, Scarp! Scarp! No!
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Be like, oh,
Nine.
geez. Well,
Hell,
looks like
streamer.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting started.
Oh
It was effective.
Yeah, he is just super
And
dead.
you
There's
hear
no healing
this very
him.
like panicked breathing as the other kobold under the scaffolding is like trying to scramble somewhere where he can't be, snapped with a whip himself.
I'm gonna,
Nice.
And then it goes quiet
I'm
under
gonna
there.
pull the
I think-
kobold into my chest and just like crouch down and be like, I'm so sorry.
Jesus. I think Rian, in Draconic, because he knows he disappeared and he heard it, is going to be like, so what you doing down there?
Me no here!
Me no here. Be like, oh, I know you're down there, buddy, but sorry about your friend. That was Dreamer's not usually like that, so I don't think he did it on purpose. But you should probably talk to us a little bit, unless of course you just want me to blow you right off that little scaffolding down there.
Ooh. Make a intimidation check at advantage.
Ooh, that's not very great. Only 12.
12? Let's
Even at advantage. Damn.
let's see what poor this little guy has to say about that.
Yeah. You're gonna max it because it's what you do, Josie.
14.
Yep,
I didn't max it.
No,
it's a
you didn't
15.
max it, but yeah.
So things go very, very quiet beneath the scaffolding, but you can just faintly hear, it's almost like a rat scurrying under floorboards as this kobold is trying to like move his position, so you don't know where he is, but he's not being subtle about it. He
Nice.
probably thinks he is, but
Well, I kind of turned to the group and was like, I don't think we're going to get any information out of this one.
No, that tends to be off the table when you murder their friend savagely.
didn't mean to.
Just don't worry about it, it's fine. What do I have an idea of where he is?
Like, just in cold blood.
roll me perception if you want.
God damn, rolling awful. 6.
Yeah, no, he seems to have evaded you.
So, are we just gonna go down there and, like, smash him, or what are we doing?
I don't even think it's worth it. You saw how quickly Dreamer accidentally murdered that one. Is it even worth it?
Yeah, but we're supposed to clear him out.
Spend all those diamonds, bring him back.
Nice. Spend the diamonds to resurrect him. I was like, well, you're right, but I don't want to go down there. I think Rian's gonna try to... I don't know if this will work in any way, shape, or form, but because it's only in I think a 5-foot radius, but I almost want to try to do it, or it says 30 feet, but it doesn't really say. I was gonna try to use Gust and see if I could just blow straight down and just see if I could like blowing on a fly, just trying to get it off something.
So, Gust,
Into
try
the
and
bottomless pit.
Yeah.
try and gust through the floorboards.
Yeah, essentially.
I will allow it. I will have him make the saving throw at advantage.
Okay, that's fine. So that's my Gust spell.
You both are awful.
Yeah, in this case, I might be
This is what
pretty
he wants
bad
to
on
do.
this
So
one.
it's a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, strength for a kobold buddy.
He's got advantage. Oh, on the dot.
He meets it. So
Yeah.
Jeez.
He like
how
waits.
do you cast Gust?
That was close.
That's a good question. How do I cast Gust? I think it kind of wells up inside of him. Like that's all he can think of is like like a spider being on a windowsill and you're just trying to like blow it off type thing, like to get it away from you. But he feels like this storm inside of him type thing, and he like breathes in, he's like, and like blows straight down like freaking Big Bad Wolf style, and just like when it comes out like a friggin' hurricane force type thing, but obviously not that strong because he passed it.
Alrighty, yeah, so as wind goes rushing from you through the floorboards, it whistles through some of them, and you hear this very panicked swearing in Draconic from below, and you hear faintly Miri behind you, "Oh, what do those mean?" But you don't hear the telltale screaming of a kobold falling.
Yeah, I think he like listens for it after he does it. He's just like, well, I'm out of ideas.
However, the panic shouting does reveal the kobold's location, and you can even see, it's sort of dull red-brown scales through the slats of the scaffolding as it's clinging to a beam for dear life, its eyes round as saucers.
Like, oh, there he is. There he is. Come on, bud. Come on up and talk to us.
here!
Oh, don't do this, bud. Come on. But like, I can do this all day. It's a fucking cantrip.
I think Krellik's gonna be pulling his crossbow out now.
Oh, put that away.
Great, if you want to try to talk to him, I can translate for you. He keeps saying me no here.
I'll lean over
Look.
with the body next to my chest and I'll ready Thorn Whip. Don't make me do it to you too.
Your friend is dead.
Oh, man.
If you don't come up here, you're definitely going to die. So please.
And I'm like, he said,
Okay. Roll me again, intimidation at advantage.
Who?
I will say Rian is the one translating, but I think your tone is what comes across, so you do it, Felgrin.
Yeah, you go for it, bud. I believe in you.
He's not trying to intimidate. He's trying to persuade.
Okay.
Like you're gonna die if you don't come up here. So why
I want
not?
you guys to pick persuasion or intimidation, because you have Dreamer getting into position for a thorn whip.
I'm aware. Felgrin is trying to persuade.
Okay. Then I will allow persuasion, because, Rian is translating for you, so he's translating the persuasion.
And this is at advantage?
Yeah, I'm not trying to scare him. I haven't been trying to really
Because you two are helping each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it
It's
is.
a nat 20.
There's our
2
nat
and a
20.
20.
So there's a long minute of quiet before you hear the scrabbling of claws, and you see the end of a scaly nose kind of poke out from under the scaffolding before this kobold crawls lizard-like onto it.
Felgrin's going to tactically step in front of his buddy's corpse
Yeah, hide it.
to block it from view.
Take 1 foot and slowly just push it off the fucking thing.
As Kobold scrambles to where he is just peeking out from behind this corner over here in front of you.
Like, hey, calm down there, buddy. Calm down. We're sorry. We're sorry. We didn't mean to hurt your friend. We were just trying to pull him up here to talk to him. Fortunately, we didn't realize that he's gonna get broken so easily. We apologize for that. But what do we actually? It kind of turns to everybody's like, what are we doing here? Like, are we gonna try to talk our way through this one? Because we are supposed to clear these guys out. You think we're gonna be able to get them to leave? Is that what we're going for here?
I don't know what you mean by them. Him? Maybe.
Aye, it's a good call. One at a time.
There's just the one.
Well, I get it, but there's more, right? It can't be just these two, right?
Do we?
I guess we don't. I guess he turns to him in Draconic. He's like, hey, what brings you down here, and how many of you are there? Like, is it just you and your friend?
This kobold is not glaring at you. He seems to be almost more cowering in front of you, trying to make himself seem small. You see that reptilian-like tongue sort of lash out and lick over his teeth. Yeah, lots, and he's nodding.
Oh, okay.
Insight, I would imagine.
Yeah, insight if I can.
You don't even need to insight that.
Okay.
He lying out through his teeth.
They're like, okay, well, there's not lots of you. Is there any more of you? Like, we're gonna go through this place either way, but Do ya...
You speak to Trex.
Trex? Oh, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Who's Trex?
Trex lead us here. He has wings like dragon.
Oh, that's
He's
that's
smart.
fancy. Oh, like that dragon. And he kind of points back to Miri.
And this is the first time that he's noticing Miri, and you notice him get down on his knees and throw his body forward.
He's like
till his
worshiping
nose is touching the ground.
He's a kobold.
That's right. Kobolds are.
That's what they do.
Dragon children. So people are. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, yeah. He's like, yeah, she's my daughter. So, yeah, it's probably best you take us to your friend Trex here.
This is going to do wonders for her
The
being
kobold
humble.
looks up from his groveling and prostrating and gives you a very confused look. And gives Miri a very confused look. Just kind of goes back and forth, trying to figure it out.
Hey, that's adopted daughter, but,
Still seems confused.
Let's, okay, I turn around and be like, okay, I think Grin did it. We should be alright. We're gonna go meet somebody named Trex, which apparently led him down here. I guess lead on, and we'll go see your friend, and try to figure this out without, any more deaths.
Alright, follow!
As soon as
Okay.
he's out of sight, Felgren's going to slowly push the corpse into the pit.
Nice.
Yeah, and it tumbles over end
just-
over end.
He'll just give Dreamer a disappointed shake of his head.
Dreamer is going to be
Like-
dragging his feet head down.
Poor guy.
Tavini's going to come up next to Dreamer and just place like a hand on his leg as she walks next to him.
Yeah.
Krellick's just
She's much nicer.
swapping out weapons. He doesn't like this at all.
Now, what's this room look like here that we're looking into? Because, God, that looks like a Blade fan trap, like, out of fucking, like, 7 Days to Die.
No, so as you approach, you find yourself standing in front of a bucket lift. A wooden
okay.
pulley system has been constructed around a large hole in the floor. A bucket big enough to hold a humanoid is held up by thick rope. There are 3
Interesting.
alcoves next to the lift that contain wooden boards and mining equipment. You could see through the slats in the bucket below that it's probably 15 feet into the chamber below you.
Mm-hmm.
And this bucket fits either 1 medium creature or 2 small ones, and it's meant to ferry people up and down.
Interesting.
Hmm.
And the kobold looks from you to Miri and kind of leans out so he can see Felgren around the corner, and then starts holding up his claws and counting, but then stops after a moment or so. It take many minutes.
To what? Are we going down in this thing?
Up, down, down.
Down, up, down,
Left,
down.
right, left,
What an
right.
answer.
It's like, and yeah, Asrian says it, he's like actually pointing up and down, like, so down, up, down, down. Okay.
No, we go down. Bucket go up, down, up, down.
Oh. Okay. Well, after you.
And it climbs into the bucket, and
I wouldn't let it go alone.
Well, I mean, even if it runs ahead and we're literally going to be walking into this group either way.
Runs
If it
ahead, tells his friends so they can set up an ambush. Yes, very good.
I get what you're...
I can go with them.
By yourself? No.
Exactly. Well, the difference is one of us, the other option is one of us gets
What
in.
if I go first?
it can only fit 1 humanoid,
Yeah.
or 1 medium-sized humanoid, 2 small humanoids.
Actually, I have that. If this, like, I'll go. I'll go first. He's like, 'cause technically, I have that spell that I used up on the mountain, the one that lets me slow down Krellick and Felgren when they fell. So I'm sure I think I remember how to do it, and I can do it to myself if the bucket all of a sudden just falls.
Well,
That's the only thing I'm worried
It doesn't
about.
look that far.
Aye, that's true. But who knows? I can't see down there very well, but I'll give it a shot. So yeah, he'll climb in the bucket. Be like, so how do I make this thing work?
The kobold very, disappointingly, squeezes out of the bucket past you, and then scrambles into one of the alcoves, and just kind of squats there glowering at you. And you could tell, it's one of those buckets where you lower yourself hand over hand, There is a winch there.
Interesting. Yep.
So,
I'll lower
It takes
myself down.
it takes a full minute for the bucket to be lowered or raised, and it is
Okay.
15 feet down as you start cranking yourself down there.
Okay. Yep. I'll crank myself down and yeah, get down to the bottom.
All right. So it takes you a full minute to get here before the bucket starts coming back up.
Okie dokie.
And there, so while you're waiting for the bucket to ascend so Felgrin can climb in, what are you doing, Rian?
Honestly, he's probably waiting first. God, I don't know. He might peek around the corner like a dummy. Yeah, he'd probably peek around the corner, like just to secure the area. So he'd kind of come up here, take a look to the north, come down here, just take a look into this hallway, just make sure there's nothing like immediately in his like vicinity that could be a trap or anything for his people, because he wants to give him a heads up if that's the case.
Roll me perception.
Okay. 15, not bad.
15. Alrighty.
Oh.
Never liked the question mark.
Nope. We weren't supposed to
So,
see that. That's behind the
Rian,
screen.
As you are here, sort of peeking around,
Mm-hmm.
something very long and sinuous sort of sweeps in front of your eyes, almost like a cat's tail.
Oof.
And we're talking like maybe a foot in front of your face.
Oh shit, like right there. Okay. I think he'll immediately back up and like pull his sword just in case, like.
Alright, as you are backing up,
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
it is not going to be able to attack at advantage because there was something hidden there.
Okay.
But there's this faint whooshing sound as this tentacle that had swung in front of your face tries to make a grab at you.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit! Critted me!
Oof. Says 7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to
God
make a
damn it.
con save.
Could have been so much worse.
It could have been, yes. But fly damage and make a con
2d10,
save.
2d10 plus 2, and it rolled 7.
Oh shit. Roll
You
a 10
are
on a DC
you're
11.
poisoned, and you are paralyzed.
Oh. Fuck!